Hello guys, hello. For those who don't know me, IamThaboMongezi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, guys, today as you can see, I'm actually outside. Chances are, I'm not sure if you're gonna actually hear it on your side. The echo, there's some breeze going on, and once in a while there's a car or two passing, so you might hear some sound, yeah, but yeah, pardon me on that. So, yeah, guys, had that. So yeah, but anyway, guys, to my new subscribers, you guys are definitely welcome. To the old ones, guys, thank you for supporting. And you also, as you're watching the channel, please do subscribe and like and comment and share the video as many times as you can. And yeah, let your family, let their other family members and their friends uh, come to the channel. So yeah. But yeah, guys, as you know, good say now it's Jan, and a lot of people bathole imisebenzi, some are moving from home because of school and all that. So I felt the need to talk about moving out from home, my experience of gumuva ekhaya. I remember it was 2016 and in December, because I was starting a new job on the 3rd of Jan. I think the 3rd or the 4th of Jan. So it was 2016. And I remember I got the job in December, and they told me, see, I need to start more Jan. And now I was from the other side of Pretoria, and now I got the job at Rosebank Mall. That was, I think, I've never been so anxious about something. Like, I think I had a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. I think I was just, it was my first time moving from Ekaya, and it was something that I was not thinking which it will happen at that time, and it was not planned because I just applied, they called me for an interview, I got the job, and now it's not planned, it is not on my budget, and I can't get Rescue 911 to come and rescue me, So it happened with I just decided, because I didn't know people, so I firstly had to find out, it was okay, which location or gas is closer to Rosebank, where I can actually take maybe one taxi from there to work. And having social media and all that, I think somehow it helped, because I remember I was texting people and someone said, "Oh, a location that can actually get that is closer to a Rosebank, maybe can go and stay. Alex, maybe Tembisa, sorry, or Joburg." But I was thinking, was no, Joburg CBD, mm-mm. Alex, mm-mm. And maybe Tembisa, because Mamelodi and Tembisa, they are not really. I think every car see they are fun one or the other, but I felt good see Tembisa, maybe I might be familiar with certain things. I don't know, but Tembisa worked for me at that time. And I decided it's okay. I was texting with, no, not before then. I just took a taxi from home. It was a weekend, my weekend off. I took a taxi to Tembisa. When I got to Tembisa, I remember ngehla erank esangweni. Esangweni, because that is where they said I can find taxis to Rosebank. Ngehla esangweni. Uma ngehla esangweni, I remember from Sangweni, behind Sangweni, there's a street, I think that's going down on the other side. I don't know the location, but I remember walking in and out of houses that had my bedrooms, hoping that I'll find something, looking for something, because I was not aware of my agents then, which these agents, people that can actually pay to do that for you. So I was not aware, and even if I think I was aware, it was not on my budget at that time. So I was in and out of the yards looking for places, and some places that I could actually find, they were really not, they just didn't feel right. There are some places I think I respect energies as well. So when I got there, I focused on, just doesn't feel right. So I couldn't find something I was looking for, or whatever that I was looking for. There was something that made me doubt if I would probably like be comfortable enough to stay there. And I remember there's one house that I found, and I wanted to stay there. But as I was actually leaving the room that I was actually viewing, the boy what the yard is actually a Nyaupe boy. And Nyaupe, for those who know, is people who actually take certain. Okay, I'm going to be distracted a lot because I'm actually outside, so there's people walking in and out, so you can understand. So Nyaupe is like certain drug that people usually take. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So Nyaupe is a drug that usually people take, and yeah. But I was thinking that now, if I was actually going to stay in a place that have umntwana like that, there are chances that I might have come back from work and find my place broken into, or missing some of my clothes from the washing line, whatever the case may be. So I didn't want to subject myself to such. So I decided, good no, man, this won't work. Like, let me rather not take the place. And I decided to go home because I was exhausted from walking in and out of the houses and looking for place. Then the other plan was that, you know what? If I don't find anything, I'll just rather use a how train for time being until I find maybe something that I like. But now also remember that we're working with budget. So I left. I went back to Mamelodi. And at that point, at that time, there was an app, but to go. I went to the to go app, and now went to the group star say Tembisa, hoping that I'll chat to someone who can actually recommend, refer, or who knows something about places and all that. Like enough, there's this boy I was chatting with, and he said, "Hi, hey, I can help you around my kasi Gunemalo, around the hood, Gunema room. There's a place that I know. If you can come on this day, during the day or in the morning, I can actually take you there." We arranged, we changed numbers, we arranged. Then I went there to check the place. And without having to walk in and out of Tinzao and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? This place is actually not far from the rank. So I can actually walk to where they actually take us to the rank. So it's not far. Let me do that. That made sense for me at that time. And the room was not so, the conditions. So yeah. But I think I was desperate. So I took the place. And I remember because it had other rooms. There were tenants and there were kids, but they are like the landlord. So I decided to take the place and pay the rent at that time. And I went back home. Now me moving, I think what I had in mind, I didn't want to move with furniture from home. I didn't want to take things from home. I remember what I had. I took 2 blankets. I had my laptop. I had my chargers, my phone, and at work where I was working, they just did like a farewell thing for me. So they bought a kettle, iron, and few other things. So I had those things when I moved to the other side. So I managed to get myself a two plate and the cupboard, like a smaller yana cupboard for my plates and my dishes for that time. And boy was sleeping on the floor. And boy was sleeping on the floor because I didn't want to take bed and furniture from Ekaya. If I go home now, I'm still, I have to actually now sleep on the floor, whatever the case may be, or in the house. So I'm like, no, I'm not taking anything. Let me just rather start from scratch. But lucky enough, where I was working, there was incentive vibes that were going on, and I felt okay. So now it's up to me to actually sit to it weekly because the incentives were like, if you had to reach a target for the week, they gave you the money on the Monday. Like the Monday, you get your kaching. And now I sat and had a conversation with self that, you know what, the only way out, let's nail this one. This is an easy way to actually make money. Let's go for this one. So having to sleep on the floor, I remember because there were days where I'll go to work with my body aching, exhaustion, because a floor is not comfortable. I have 2 blankets. One is like my mattress, and one being in bath, and a pillow. So it was not comfortable. So I remember one weekend I nailed my target, and the second weekend I nailed my target again. So now I had money to actually go and buy a bed cash. I went and I bought a bed, and I don't know where they get this rule from. You will see if you buy something, they will deliver it for you. I think on a certain date, but they can't take it. You can't take it with immediately because it was not a shop where it's like a cash and carry. So I paid, but say, okay, it's gonna come from the warehouse. I need to give my delivery address. Then they're gonna deliver the bed where I was renting. Now it was a back and forth situation because I was expecting them to deliver the bed during the week, but they couldn't. They didn't deliver on that week until I started now dealing with the head office. Remember that I'm actually sleeping on the floor. I'm being inconvenienced now by these people because I'm thinking that only 3 days left for me at least sleeping on the floor, but after that I'll be sorted. But now these guys are not barging. I call them, they're telling me about weather, about rain and all that. I'm thinking like, guys, honestly, that cannot be an excuse because it's not raining from morning till night. So I back and forth until I got my bed when I started dealing with the head office and complaining. So my experience there was just that and trying to gather my things and have my things in order. But now, the tricky thing is that I got that department right, but now had to deal with the landlord from hell. Yo, I think till this day, whenever I look for a place, I think first question is that does it have a landlord? Does it have butlers? Because now safety is everything for me. Does it have butlers? Is it safe? And does it have a landlord? That's what I want. That's one thing. One department I want to have. Yeah, I am clear on that. Doesn't matter how much I like a place, but if it has a landlord, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I can't. Because I remember the landlord, we had to pay rent every month, yes, but should Gezi uphele before month end, she'll be knocking at your doors asking for a contribution to buy electricity. And that will come unexpected. And remember, Guti, you do not have manager lying around for that department in J any time of the month waiting for electricity to pay. And that time you're staying alone, I'm someone I hardly cook, so not that I can cook, but I hardly cooked, and I felt good. I only come back home to plug like lights. I only use electricity for lights, charge maybe my phone, and just to boil water, or tea, whatever the case may be. But that's that. So now I actually have now to contribute for electricity, and she had a rule that when we have visitors, she needs to know the visitors, how long they are staying, how are they related to you, and she'll be complaining and she'll be telling that no, visitors are not supposed to stay more than a week and all that. You're thinking, like how? What rule is that? So she had that. You must have visitors, you must introduce the visitors, and she'll be complaining how visitors are chowing electricity, visitors are cooking during the day, visitors are wasting water doing laundry. And you're thinking, which visitors? Are they my visitors? Are my visitors doing that, or it's other people's visitors? But she was just generalizing, but one or the other I felt it was unfair and hectic. Some days she'll knock in the morning when she was going to work on 5. Aboleka imali yekugibela, and you think to yourself, like honestly speaking, I'm not your child. I am just here renting, and some things I feel they are just unnecessary, especially if you there renting. You feel they have like there must be boundaries, or you need to at least be decent enough to let your tenants be, and live their lives. But then there it was a different thing. It was a different thing. And I felt good, man. The environment I call, it's not good. It was being comfortable at all because the kid there also, the boy was smoking, the parents were smoking weed, and the boy was smoking weed in the yard. And the boy will have his friends by the gate and smoking and in and out at night. And you think to yourself, okay, now this is not safe. because also the door didn't have a butler and the window didn't have a butler, and my gate was by the gate, like my room was by the gate. So that for me, I felt like I was exposed to things, so like, no, this is not a good environment for me. So it's my cue to actually take a short left. But I went to a different place that also had a landlord. So, but that one now, she was a neat freak, which is good. But she had the same rules also when coming to visitors. She wanted to know visitors. She wanted to know how long they're staying, and which made sense on her side because she's staying there and she wants to know, she knows her tenants, but she doesn't know the visitors. And should she, come across a face that she doesn't know in the yard, eventually she'll question, who are you and all that. So to avoid that, she'd want to know the visitors. But also now, you feel good. See, what if was scam? Now are you going to introduce every Tom, Dick, and Harry that is visiting? It didn't make sense. And she was very, very strict. Where to a point now, if you look at see, am I actually renting the place or I am at home staying with my mother? Because now you think it's like, no, I think I'm responsible enough. I'm an adult, and for me, renting doesn't mean muti. I owe you an explanation on what I do, how I do it, when I do it. As long as I respect your yard and I'm not doing anything, so just let me be, So yeah, I think from those experiences, I felt good saying, I'm not going to look for a place or stay where there's a landlord because of such reasons. And guys, for those who will be moving out or moving out from home to school or to work in different areas away from home, I think there's some things that you actually need to find out before moving into someone's space, because there's some landlords who are actually horrible, or they're not easy to bear with, because they make life so uncomfortable and so impossible, especially when you feel good you're away from home. There's that sense of freedom that you have when you're away from home. But with them, you feel good, no, but you are home away from home, so you're still dealing with the mother that you left at home. Now you're dealing with the worst one, So yeah, guys, I think just find those things out before you move into someone's space, on how they work with visitors, on how they work with electricity, on how they work with water and the security of the place, because some landlords are actually ignorant and they're negligent. They neglect things, because as long as they get their rental month end, the rest it's your baby. They don't care what's really happening. So yeah, guys, that is what I wanted to talk about. And sometimes moving from home doesn't mean you need to move with everything from home to wherever you're going. You can always start afresh. You can always start from the foundation, from the ground, and take your things all the way up, and do what you have to do. And you don't have to start big. If you're moving from home, don't try and... Okay, I think these things here. Don't try and look for a flashy place for someone who's actually moving out from home for the first time. I think just also try calm and gather your things and take your time until things fall into place. Then and make your place what you want it to be, and be as homely as it can be for you. So I don't know if I make sense or what, but that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And I'm sorry, guys, for the sound, the moto, and things going on. I just felt like being outside. I think it's a Sunday. I'm taking an easy Sunday, so but maybe by the time you see this video, it will be on a Monday. I don't know, but for me today it's a Sunday, and it is a Sunday. So okay, guys, that is that. It's mega love from me to you. Until the next video, peace out. I love you.